He gets one onto Zed. He gets another one. That's three. Scream spamming away. Neil doesn't get the defuse, and Scream will be
now. And the desperate play into B comes in. Smokes. You see double smokes in the same place there. Simple just jumping casually into the side. He's going to fall down and get a What is this clutch from Simple? Are you serious? What is that? You can't do that, Simple. That's not allowed. This is not FPL. This is amazing.
Betrays Carrigan. The AWP dispatches of him, and look at Dog do it! That's disgusting! Revolting from Dog!
Welcome back, everyone, to Legacy Lens. Today, we're diving into the incredible history of one of the most iconic games of all time, Counter-Strike. From humble beginnings as a mod to becoming a global esports phenomenon, Counter-Strike has left an indelible mark on gaming history. Whether you're a veteran or a newcomer, this is the complete history of Counter-Strike. Every game, every skin, every update. Let's get into it. Chapter 1. The birth of Counter-Strike, 1999 to 2000. Our story begins in 1999 with two passionate modders, Minlo, aka Gooseman, and Just Cliff. These two used Valve's revolutionary first-person shooter Half-Life as a foundation for something entirely new. What started as a simple multiplayer mod soon took on a life of its own. The idea was simple. Two teams, terrorists and counter-terrorists, faced off with different objectives like bomb defusal and hostage rescue. The stakes? 1 life per round. You die, you wait for the next round. Every decision mattered. Little did they know, this mod was about to change gaming forever. Iconic maps like Dust, Aztec, and Assault quickly became staples of the game, with tight corridors, strategic choke points, and intense gunfights. It wasn't long before Counter-Strike became more than just a mod. It became the blueprint for competitive multiplayer shooters. In 2000, Valve took notice and officially acquired Counter-Strike. The standalone game was released, and thus, Counter-Strike 1.0 was born. Chapter 2. Counter-Strike 1.6, 2003. The Competitive Revolution. While Counter-Strike had its start in 1999, it wasn't until the release of Counter-Strike 1.6 in 2003 that things really kicked off. This version became the foundation for competitive play, and it's still loved by purists to this day. 1.6 brought with it more refined gameplay mechanics, precise hitboxes, complex recoil patterns, and of course, the importance of sound. In Counter-Strike, footsteps can be your greatest enemy or your biggest ally. Every decision you made, from buying weapons like the AK-47 or AWP to carefully positioning yourself in a clutch situation, was pivotal. Esports was in its infancy, but Counter-Strike 1.6 became one of the first true esports giants. Teams like Ninjas and Pajamas and SK Gaming dominated the early tournaments. LAN events, like those held at CPL and ESWC, offered huge cash prizes, and players from around the world began competing professionally. Counter-Strike 1.6 cemented the series as a competitive mainstay and paved the way for future iterations. Chapter 3. Counter-Strike Source, 2004. A visual upgrade. Later in 2004, Valve introduced Counter-Strike Source, built on the brand new Source engine. Visually, Source was a massive upgrade. Better textures, realistic ragdoll physics, and dynamic lighting made the game more immersive than ever. But while the visuals were impressive, the gameplay changes divided the community. Some felt that Source didn't quite have the precision and balance of 1.6, causing many competitive players to stick with the classic version. Transition to Valve's development of CS. Counter-Strike Source may not have become the competitive juggernaut that Valve hoped for, but it laid the groundwork for what would come next. Chapter 4. Counter-Strike Global Offensive, 2012. A new era. In 2012, Valve released Counter-Strike Global Offensive, also known as CS. This wasn't just a graphical update, this was a total revamp of the franchise. New weapons like Molotovs and incendiary grenades added a tactical layer to the game, allowing players to control areas and force opponents into tough decisions. CS also refined weapon recoil and introduced subtle balancing changes, keeping the competitive scene fresh and exciting. And then there was esports. CS quickly became one of the most watched esports games in the world. The Valve Major Championships offered prize pools of over $1 million, and teams like Astralis, Fnatic, and Natus Vincera became legends. Chapter 5: The Skins Economy, 2013, where gaming meets commerce. One of the biggest shifts in CS came in 2013 with the introduction of skins. Weapon skins allowed players to customize their guns with a wide range of designs, but it didn't stop there. Skins could be traded, sold, and even auctioned. Some rare skins, like certain knives, sold for thousands of dollars. The Steam marketplace and third-party sites allowed players to engage in an entire economy based around cosmetic items. Suddenly, a player's inventory could be worth more than the game itself. Valve also introduced trade-up contracts, where players could trade lower-tier skins for a chance at something rarer. This added even more excitement and a little bit of gambling to the mix. But not all of it was positive. The rise of skin gambling sites created legal issues, leading Valve to crack down on third-party markets. Chapter 6: Counter-Strike 2, 2023, The Next Generation. And now, we've entered a new era. Counter-Strike 2, released in 2023, built on the powerful Source 2 engine. The Source 2 engine brings stunning new visuals, like responsive smokes, which now react to gunfire and explosions. Real-time lighting and refined textures make every map feel more alive. And most importantly, CS2 keeps the precision and strategy that Counter-Strike is known for. Skins from CS were carried over, preserving the economy, while adding fresh opportunities for players to engage with the game. Counter-Strike 2 is here to stay, and its future looks brighter than ever. From a simple mod to a global phenomenon, Counter-Strike has shaped the way we think about competitive gaming. And with Counter-Strike 2, the legacy continues. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Counter-Strike history, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more gaming content. This is Legacy Lens, and we'll see you in the next video.
Is the best. So